let's engage in that practice one more time. Just that brief bodily scan, fine-tuning our awareness. And again, to reiterate, bringing all of the layers of who we are, our physical bodies, our emotional, mental, and spiritual selves into our full awareness, allowing them to not only settle here right now, but also, again, we're bringing them into our full consciousness. And then briefly scanning the body for anything that feels out of balance, for anything that feels off. And then using the power, the influence, the intentionality of your breath, that deep, measured inhale and exhale, to move anything that's off, anything that feels heavy, out of the energetic body, particularly moving it out of the energetic body that sits closest to the physical body, often called the emotional body, and now into the outer layers or koshas of the energy field. Ultimately and gradually, with sincerity, ideally, surrendering and releasing any imbalances back to the source, back to the divine, back to the origin of our lives. And that's one of the beautiful pieces of spiritual practice, just that sometimes sudden, sometimes slow realization that we don't have to go at this on our own. And of course, many spiritual and or religious paths and traditions have various doctrine and dogma that teaches us this. But at the core of all of these lived experiences turned into practices handed down over the ages is this underlying emet, as they say in Hebrew, or truth, that we're not alone. We're accompanied through this journey called life, so long as we allow for that. And again, we can surrender and release these imbalances, all of this heaviness, to the divine. We weren't actually designed or meant to carry it on our own. That actually creates energetic isolation, which results in distress and suffering of all kinds, of all kinds. All right, continuing to breathe and noticing if maybe you can give just a little bit more, hand a little bit more over in faith and trust. Good, I feel the Zoom room lightening and brightening. Maybe a few angelic sparkles here and there as well. Awesome. And on the next natural exhale of the breath, feel free just to bring your hands together in prayer posture, a few inches in front of your energetic heart space or heart center. And now intentionally breathing into the heart. In all spiritual paths that are legitimate and life-giving that I know of, the heart is an extremely important energetic center. It's a space where our humanity intersects with our divinity. And it's actually the place where a lot of bringing forth into reality occurs. So now is a good time to, again, continue to breathe into the heart space and plant various seeds or intentions. Perhaps you call them prayer seeds, or perhaps you call them wishes. But however you want to make reference to them, go ahead and bring those yogic sankalpas into your heart space, into your heart centers. And you can just create a general intention right now for our time together. Or if you've enjoyed Yoga Nidra before and you want to make a very specific I am statement, aka sankalpa, kavana in Hebrew for our practice, you may do that as well. Just a reminder that the I am statement will typically start in a general way, and then it'll become more and more focused and detailed as we evolve in our practice. I'll just pause here so you can get specific about your intentionality.